Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a lucky couple in love that loves reacting to The Legend of Korra.
Yes, we do.
So this is season 1, episode number 7 that we're checking out today. And you can get early ad-free access and see our full watch-along reactions over on Patreon. Links in the description of this video. You can go to patreon.com/definitely-not-definitive. Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We are to survive these dire times. Our law enforcement needs new leadership.
Who'd you have in mind?
Of course, Tarlock. Almost like you planned the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Polar Puppy!
I still can't believe they're shutting this place down.
We had some good memories here, didn't we?
Great news. I talked to Tenzin and made all the arrangements. You can come live on Air Temple Island with me.
Well, we'd love to, but
Asami already invited us to live in Urtahead's giant.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
It's gonna be the lap of luxury for us.
Hey, Korra. I was hoping you'd stop by.
So, I guess I'll see you guys around.
Why not tomorrow? I'd love to have you come visit the estate.
I have some
Training.
Avatar stuff to do.
We all deserve a little rest and relaxation after all this craziness. We could swim in Asami's pool. Fun!
All right, Pabu.
See you tomorrow.
Who could say no to Pabu?
Exactly. I mean, you could have just used the door.
Looks like our intel was good.
There's enough evidence here to bury Cabbage Corp for an eternity.
I was expecting an attack. Unless that was Planet.
I'm innocent!
Is it true that Cabbage Corp is conspiring?
Cabbage Corp? Is that supposed to be the Cabbage Cart Man?
Oh my god!
We have frozen Mr. Gunlong.
I mean, I think it'll be his son, but it's
I don't know,
cool.
he looks kind of old.
No, not my Cabbage Corp!
But yeah, I guess it would be.
Either way, I love this. That's a callback to it. Not my Cabbage Corp. His Cabbage Cart. Oh, great.
Tano?
Ooh, he looks terrible.
Yeah, even his hair.
But I'm sorry Amon took your bending.
I've been to the best healers in the city. Whatever Amon did to me, it's permanent. You gotta get him for me.
Mr. Sato, if you remember anything else about what you saw during Amon's attack,
I'm happy to help any way I can. I want these equalists to pay for what they've done.
We're ready for you now.
See you around,
Oh, jeez.
Avatar.
Like, it doesn't even sound like him anymore. Oh, man.
He looks like 10 years older.
Yes!
Avatar Korra has arrived.
Glad you made it.
Welcome to paradise.
Someone forgot to ask her father if we could stay here.
But I smoothed it over with him. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
I like how she swims with perfect makeup, too.
Yes, Master Bole.
Now pat me dry. Don't forget Master Pabu.
Master Pabu. Yes. I was waiting for that.
What do you have planned for us today?
I have something a little more exciting in mind.
Racing?
Nice.
Ooh.
This is where Future Industries test drives their Satomobiles. You want me to take you for a spin?
Let's do it.
Just dig the music. Drift and then pull around him. There you go. Rubbin is racing.
That was amazing. I didn't think we'd make it.
Well, you can't be afraid to mix it up sometimes.
I gotta admit, I had you pegged wrong. I thought you were kind of prissy. No offense.
It's all right. People usually assume that I'm Daddy's helpless little girl, but I can handle myself. My dad made sure I would always be able to protect myself.
Smart guy.
What?
I don't know.
You can freshen up in there.
Thanks.
Something you don't trust about her?
My dad wanted to make sure I'd always be able to protect myself. Self-defense classes since this high. Well, she wouldn't be able to protect herself from a bender. Oh.
No, I assure you, everything is going exactly as planned.
Yep.
Luckily, the Cabbage Corp investigation has bought us enough time. Trust me, by the end of the week, we'll be ready to strike.
That poor cabbage guy.
Not my Cabbage Corp.
Sorry, I forgot. I'm supposed to air sit, baby bend. I mean babysit the airbender kids.
Clearly she misinterpreted something. She can hear the whole story.
Mr. Sato manufactured those gloves for the
that's a bold accusation.
Sato's up to something.
He does have the means, and he has a motive.
That's right. 12 years ago, the Agni Kai triad killed Sato's wife during the break-in.
That's why he was training his daughter.
Possible he's been harboring anti-bending sentiment all this time.
Maybe we should look at Mr. Sato a little more closely.
Why are they asking Hiroshi more questions?
I overheard him on the phone yesterday. I don't know how to tell you this, but I think your father might be involved with the Equalists.
I don't believe this.
What's your problem?
It's gonna get worse if you're wrong.
Just because we're not benders doesn't mean we support those awful equalists.
Is that what this is about?
I overheard you on the phone. You said the Cabbage Corp investigation bought you time and you're getting ready to strike.
My #1 competitor was knocked out of the game. It's providing me an opportunity to strike the market with a new line of Satomobiles. Nothing nefarious.
Might we have a look into your factories and warehouses?
If you feel it's necessary, you're welcome to search all of Future Industries.
It's not where it's manufactured.
So far, the investigation has yielded no evidence to incriminate Sato.
I can't believe we didn't find anything.
It would appear Hiroshi is innocent.
But he was too calm too. He'd be more outraged like her if he really didn't have anything to do with it.
I hope you're convinced now.
I know he's lying.
Are you
Pouty
that
face.
jealous of me and Asami?
Don't be ridiculous. That has nothing to do with it.
If you don't drop this, consider our friendship over.
Hiroshi is not the man you think he is.
Yeah.
Is he gonna tell her?
There we go. Where the real base is. They're manufacturing stuff.
I think you guys should hear this. If you want to find the truth, meet me under the north end of the Silk Road Bridge at midnight.
Or is it a trap?
Over here, I joined the Equalists because I believed in what Amon said, but I didn't sign up for this war.
What do you have on Hiroshi Sato?
He manufactured those gloves for the Equalists.
I knew it!
And there are rumors he's working on something even bigger, some new kind of weapon.
We searched all of Future Industries and found nothing.
That's because he has a secret factory. It's right underneath the Sato mansion.
Raiding the Sato mansion is a risky move with Tarlock breathing down your neck.
But protecting Republic City is all I care about. We can't let Amon get his hands on this new weapon.
What are you doing here?
We have reason to believe there's a factory hidden below the mansion.
The lies you people come up with just to persecute my father.
Where is your father?
In his workshop behind the house.
Which is the entrance to the factory. I thought they looked like they're pointing rifles.
Yeah.
But there's nothing there.
No one has left the workshop since we arrived.
Perhaps we just couldn't see him leaving.
Yeah. Oh!
Now we get to see it.
Awesome! Toph taught her that.
Oh yeah?
Even though she's not blind, she taught her how to see through that. Or maybe she just has that ability.
Do you think your dad knows about this stuff?
There must be an explanation.
Maybe you don't know everything about your father.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Officers, into the tunnel. Be cautious. You three stay up here. Keep an eye on them.
Yeah. You owe Korra an apology, dude. She didn't want to be right.
Holy hell.
Not your average backyard workshop.
And I'm guessing those are the new weapons.
They're intense.
Mm-hmm. They look like they're made of metal, though.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
We need to get down there and see what's going on.
You're staying put until the chief comes back.
All right, we'll stay put. But can we wait outside or something? It's so dusty in this workshop.
We're waiting right here.
Don't blame me if I start sneeze.
What's your problem, bub?
I'm about to... What? Sorry, pal. We know you were just doing your job.
Just stay put until the chief comes back. That sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Why? Because you said it.
We'll check it out.
I have to find out the truth about my father.
That's why I'm going down, to find out for you. Please.
All right. Be careful.
I just can't figure her out. And from not trusting her to trusting her, and now not trusting her.
It's solid platinum.
But if they're metal, can't we metal bend them?
Not even your renowned mother could bend a metal so pure.
There you go.
Whatever.
Come out here and...
And do what, young Avatar?
Face the wrath of your bending? I think I'll fight from inside here, where my odds are a little more equal.
I mean, but those robots are big and clumsy. I don't feel like they...
Oof. Stabby stab. One down. Yeah, Tenzin.
Yeah, you're gonna need more than fire, Korra. If you had like the lightning, that would be one thing, but it's gonna take some time to heat those up to really hurt the person inside. Come on, Tenzin.
Ooh, nice. Slick move. It's alright, we got Mako and Bolin. It's bold.
And hopefully stupid.
Load everyone into the transports and deliver them to Amon.
Oh no.
Korra was right. Quick.
Not so fast, boys.
Hello, Mr. Sato. Wow, what a
Sponsoring our team, supporting the Avatar, it was all just a big cover.
Yes, and the most difficult part was watching my daughter traipse around with a fire-bending street rat like you.
Dad, stop! Why?
Sweetie, I wanted to keep you out of this for as long as I could. But now that you know the truth, forgive me.
No.
People, they took away your mother, the love of my life. They've ruined the world. But with Amon, we can fix it and build a perfect world together. We can help people like us everywhere. Join me, Asami.
Don't do it.
Take it and shock him.
That's asking a lot.
I love you, Dad.
Damn. Okay. Wow.
Trust her now?
Yeah. I was really wrong about her.
Let's get out of here.
I would say I was half right. The dad was all using the fire ferrets and whatnot in the Avatar, but I guess she wasn't in on it.
Oh.
My middle benders are on their way to Amon, and it's all my fault. Tarlok's right. I failed as chief. First thing in the morning, I'm handing in my resignation.
No.
He won't accept it.
I'm gonna find my officers and take Amon down, but I'm gonna do it my way, outside the law.
Yeah, you are Toph's daughter.
I'm sorry I didn't believe you. Asami's dad being an equalist is not an easy thing to believe.
I'm sorry this whole thing happened.
Does your offer to live at the Air Temple still stand?
Of course it does. And Asami's welcome too.
Thank you so much.
After everything she's been through, she's going to need you, Mako.
I have a lot of thoughts, and I like thought I knew where to start, and then I didn't know where to start.
That's kind of where I was going too. So I was hoping you'd start it off.
I mean, I think Korra is obviously the hero of the episode in that she heard something, she followed through on it, even at the risk of a friendship / romantic interest that she had. She trusted herself, she trusted her gut, and she stuck to her guns, and that's so admirable. And she's the hero of our story, but to me, the hero of the episode is Asami.
Yeah. So Asami or Sami?
So now that I've learned how to say her name, it's Asami. She's the hero of the episode. Strong defense of her father in the face of suspicion, sticking by her family, and then not being okay with being like sat on the sidelines while Mako and all goes to investigate for her. Like, no, she needs to know the truth. And it might be a really challenging thing for her to see and experience, but she needs to see it versus having someone tell her about it, because especially if it's like your family, you're not going to have an easy time wrapping your head around it if you don't see or experience it firsthand. So she gets in there, she sees it. Her dad is trying to, make his case and appealing to her, sadness and the loss of her mom. I mean, he's pulling out all of the stops to try and make her see his perspective. And she had the strength of character to do what was right in the face of a really messy situation. And yeah, she's the hero as far as I'm concerned.
And just a fantastic episode for her. And good job by the writers, because it would have been so easy. What I pigeonholed her as. I mean, she was the attractive heiress that was just probably she's probably evil and manipulative. And Korra said that, she seemed like a priss or whatever. But she's got this edge to her as well that I really like. And so they've just they made her a lot more interesting and given her a lot more depth. Within this episode, because before I was making fun of her, just like, oh god, Eskimo kisses and all this other stuff. Oh jeez. And in my defense, okay, for not trusting her, if you had hit me with a moped when we first met and I asked you out, you would be like, I'm not going out with a guy that can't look both ways before he crosses the street. You would not but she asked him out too or whatever. And so that's why I felt I was a little unbelievable, but, and I didn't trust her. But yeah, I trusted her more when, she got so outraged, because that's the natural reaction is when someone accuses you of something that you definitely did not do, is to have that outrage. I can't believe you would even believe this. The dad was just way too cool about it. I was like, oh, no, it's just a misunderstanding. No. And then, oh, yes, please go to my factories. He knows they're not going to find anything there, but that's because, but he wouldn't be that stupid to have his side hustle of evil be in his main business.
I love how the whole episode was basically proving to us that Asami is not what we think she is.
Yeah.
And all of our judgmentalness, which is expressed through Korra's, with the I thought you were pussy, is simply that. It's judgmental. We're judging a book by its cover, and we think we know her because she is the beautiful rich heiress. So I loved that. I also loved the planting of the seed about her father before we even really found out what was going on, because the way that she talked about being in self-defense, and my father always wanted to make sure that nothing could harm me. Good writing, because I picked up on that right away. I'm like, yeah, but like all the self-defense in the world wouldn't stop you from a bender. And so he's got a strong motivation to get rid of benders if he is kind of like fanatical about getting rid of anything that could harm her.
Just sticking with the Asami, because it was her episode and she was awesome in it. What I also like that they've done with this is like even the princess heir or whatever, like that maybe is a little bit more rough and tumble, like it was trying to like defy expectations. She still like has the look, and she still like is like all made up, like perfect makeup all the time and everything like that. But that's like, okay, she can still have that and still have this, edge to her. Like Korra is like a tomboy, and she doesn't wear any makeup, and she's just always not. She's like, was it belching in the restaurant or whatever? Like I don't see like Asami like doing that. But she can still have, she can still be a badass in her own right and still be able like to fight and to like drive like a maniac and still be like really cool. But it doesn't mean like you have to be one or the other. Like so I just really like that they kept like what you said, like judging a book by its cover, the outer appearance or whatever of what we would think someone is just by looking at them. But there's so much more layers to them, which is true of everybody. But I mean,
also I think big shout outs to Bolin and Pabu for the humor they brought to this episode.
Pabu was great.
They're both fantastic.
Yeah,
Bolin was obviously making the most of trying the rich life. That poor, he looks like a butler. I don't know what the proper term is, but that poor guy who had to like wipe him down just so he could jump back in the water.
And also like Bolin using Tenzin as like he used Pabu at the end there.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Obviously, I think a shout out to Korra for, the extended invite of the Air Island also to Asami and saying like she's really going to need you right now. All of that was just once again showing how Korra is willing to put the needs of others and to care for others ahead of her own selfish desires.
So Lin being able to like see everything through her feet. That was a cool reveal.
That was awesome.
That like she got taught that from Toph. That was passed down. Really enjoyed that. And she's like, she's in there in like top 5 characters. But this episode, I think, Asami shot up. And it's like, I don't know if I had a top 5 before that. Like it was probably been like, Lin, Korra, Mako, Bolin, and then like Tenzin probably like as like the default. Like it's not that I don't like Tenzin. He's just kind of, I don't know. He's Tenzin. He's like the resident dad, basically.
Yeah.
The adult in the room, even when there are other adults in the room.
Yeah.
He is the adult in the room.
He's the ultimate adult in the room.
Yes. But yeah, Asami, I mean, she's, I don't know, she might be my favorite after Korra after this episode. I mean, just with how much depth they've given her. I really like Bolin. I mean, this is not including Pabu and Polar Puppy. I did Naga, but I just
Polar Puppy.
He will always be Polar Puppy to me, even with Naga. So those I forgot about Pabu and Naga. I don't know how, because Pabu was awesome in this episode.
I have no idea who my top 5 are yet, but I'll be extremely curious to see what happens in the next chapter for Asami.
Yeah. So if you want early ad-free access to our reactions, you can get a month ahead on Patreon, and you can also see our full watch-along reactions that way.
Yeah.
Links in the description of this video, or go to patreon.com/definitely-not-definitive. Thanks for watching Legend of Korra with us, but you keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.